Hey, good morning and welcome back to the Soak Channel. That's SOAK, Son of a King, Son of the Most High God. Hey guys, thank you all so much once again for logging back into the channel. As you can see that I am at work, working a little overtime today, well yesterday, and so now I got to go back to my regular shift. At a different station today, but I thank God for the opportunity to be able to work currently right now. And obviously I can't say much about the department. Well, some folks are not being able to work overtime right now, but nevertheless, God, I would imagine was going to work it out for those individuals who are dealing with this particular situation right now that we're in. Nevertheless, I do thank God for my opportunity, thank God for my job, and thank God for being able to be in a position to help people in the way that I do. Nevertheless, I wanted to bring something to your attention just briefly, and it was something that I was thinking about maybe a couple of days ago. You know, I fret to even say that. I don't want to overload you, but with the videos or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to say unfortunately. I want to say fortunately. We need God's word daily, right? We need it daily. So, I hope you guys are not mad at me when I forward you these particular things. Like, oh Lord, go counsel again, sending me some sending me some messages or whatever the case may be. But hey, man, we got to get closer to God. There's no way, if, and buts around it, right? And that brings me to this point, talking about, how flawed we are, right? We are flawed. There is no if and buts about it, which is why God talks about renewing your mind daily, talking about meditating on his word daily, talking about being in constant connection with him. When he talks about I'm the root and you're the vine, because once you break apart from that, you know that when you see the trees and you're driving down the road, and I mentioned this before, you see that the tree, when they're uprooted or whatever, they start to the leaves start to wither away and die, right? And so we don't want that. So we got to be in constant connection with God in order for us to continue to thrive. There's just no if and buts about it. I think about Solomon and all his wisdom. And I know that some of you all may have heard that story where Solomon didn't ask for things. He didn't ask for riches. He didn't ask for women. He didn't ask for all these particular things. The one thing Solomon asked for, which at that time God was pleased with, which was he asked the Lord for wisdom. And the Lord granted him wisdom. Right? The Lord granted him wisdom. So Solomon was one of the most wisest men that ever walked the earth besides Jesus, right? Well, guess what? Later on in the story, if you read the passages of Solomon in Proverbs, you learn that Solomon had his struggles as well, right? And so he went the ladder, okay? And he started doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. And that was with all the wisdom that he had, all the knowledge and all the conversations that he personally had with God, right? He was the son of David, right? And we all know how David landed with God. We know that God said that David had a heart after God's own heart. And he tried to pass along some of those things, or a lot of those things, to his son Solomon, right? But in Solomon's wisdom, he was still flawed. Right? He wound up still being flawed and doing things against God's word. So what does that mean? We have to do what we're talking about today is putting on the full armor of God. Spiritual armor. I know that you've heard this term before, so it's not like I'm presenting something to you that's different. Maybe some of you, maybe I am, right? Maybe you never heard some of these things before. But in the passage, it says today that I wanted to bring to you and your attention it says armor for everyone. Okay? Armor for everyone. It says in the first century, Roman armor would have been made of metal and treated leather. Okay. Today, we might imagine a soldier or police, right? Maybe a firefighter, bulky tactical gear with bulletproof vests and or helmets, right? Not many of us wear this kind of head to toe protective gear before heading out in the morning. Right? But the Bible urges us to consider spiritual armor, okay, as something essential. Why? Because unseen spiritual adversities exist and we're vulnerable to their attacks. Okay, here are two vital things to notice about our armor. Okay, first, God is the one who gives us armor, right? It is the armor of God. We can possibly protect ourselves from spiritual attacks, but God can supply all that we need. See, we can't do this alone. You might as well just get over it. You can't do it. You just can't do it. I can't do it. You can't do it. They can't do it. He can't do it. She can't do it. Nobody can do it without God. And that's what we have to lean on and get our understanding towards. Okay? And it says again, we can't possibly protect ourselves, which is what I want to reiterate, from spiritual attacks. But God can supply all that we need. Second, we don't put on our armor or fight alone. No, the mental image of the lone soldier standing in an arena against an enemy is not what Paul had in mind. The instructions to put on our spiritual armor aren't given just to you, the individual. They're given to all of us together who make up the global church, right? We all suit up together in God's armor and stand, pray, and defend together. I love when it talks about who will fight for the Lord. Man, I want to be the one that helps fight for the Lord. I don't know about you, but hey, man, I got to get in the fight. You know what I'm saying, right? And I want to be in the fight, right? Because God, another thing that I thought about when somebody said the other day, they said that something about the cross and drawing near to the cross. Well, hey, is a song or something. I might have been listening to my songs or whatever, and the songs were talking about be near to the cross and things. Don't get me a line by me, because his voice is horrible. But it talks about being near to the cross, which is what Jesus was saying. Hey, man, I guess in a sense, you need to be near to the cross, because I done told you to pick up your cross daily. And if you pick up that cross, you trying to be near to it, you'll be near it, because you'll be holding it, carrying it every day. All right. We all suit up together in God's armor again, and we stand, pray, praise, and defend together. All right. God graciously gives us armor so that we can experience God graciously gives us armor so that when we experience a spiritual attack, we will stand and fight not by our strength, but by his strength, right? Today, imagine standing strong in God's protective armor. How might this imaginary influence...
Do mixed milk, paleo valleys...
Oh, Lord, my thing is gone. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, nevertheless, here again, it says, today, imagine standing strong in God's protective armor. How might this imaginary influence how you endure and remain resilient, okay? Resilient in the face of spiritual battles and uncertainties. So, guys, I want you to think about that today, okay? And just continue to think about what it is that you need to do to stay protected. All right. But there again, you don't necessarily need to be thinking about it, because God is telling you what you need to do. OK, so stay strong. Put on the full armor of God, because truly, indeed, I'm sure all of you know that we are being constantly attacked every day by spiritual forces. All right. That are unseen. But God knows all. And he's here to help us through it all. Never have he seen, or never have anyone seen, the righteous forsaken. So, guys, I want you to remember that. Stay strong in the Lord. Put on that spiritual armor, and let's go out and fight for the Lord. Hey, guys, once again, this is a Soap channel. Sorry about that technical difficulty there. You might have seen a little glitch in the system here. It's something in the matrix. All right. Nevertheless, this is the Soul Channel. Thank you once again for logging into the channel. I hope this message finds you well. I hope you're able to draw something for it. Remember, as always, I'm not just trying to influence you and or encourage you. I am also trying to encourage myself. So until next time, stay prayed up, stay getting closer to the Lord every day. And again, let's get closer to God as we move on daily. All right. Until next time, I love you. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time on the Soul Channel. Peace.